So what y'all think about Nakobe Dean though? His spot, like, we gonna keep rolling with the linebackers?
It's gonna be hard to get him back on the field. The way Cunningham and Morrow playing right now, it's gonna be hard to work him back into that rotation.
I wouldn't mess that up. I wouldn't mess that up at all.
It's his job to lose.
Basically, it's basically almost like you just got to ease him right back into it.
You
can't sit up there and just have him.
It's gonna be a week.
It gotta be.
You said what?
Gotta be.
I said it's gonna be a week by week thing. It's like you're gonna have to work him back into that rotation. It's like because them boys playing too good right now. They got that. They building that chemistry and all that. It's gonna be hard to just throw Nakobe Dean into that after 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. Whenever he come back, it's gonna be hard to just throw him in there. He's gonna be rusty. He's not gonna be football game conditioned. So it's like it's gonna be hard to work him back in.
And I don't want to just throw him like he's healthy. Let's just put him back in. Like, dang, this is a cutthroat business right here.
That's how the NFL works.
I think it's Nakobe Dean's job to lose still. My personal opinion.
It might be over the long run, but I'm talking about right now. While these dudes rocking and rolling like this, you're gonna take them off the field and put a dude that's been injured for 5-6 weeks in a place. And you got to work him back into the defense. No, I don't see that happening. If it was a bye week, all right, cool. He coming back on a bye week. Now he got 2 weeks to get, back into the flow and all that.
Okay, but it's one good game, though. It ain't like Nicholas Morrow shined in the other 2 games he played before this. He had 5 tackles before yesterday. So now he had 16.
Let me ask you this, Smitty.
He been playing sturdy, though. He ain't been playing like all world, but he been sturdy.
Let me ask you, Smitty. So if Nakobe Dean was active tomorrow, who you going with?
I'm going with Dean. I'm going with Cunningham.
What?
The very next game, like against the Rams?
Yes.
Smitty, why would you?
Have you heard a roll with the high hand?
I've heard the high hand can get cold too.
And
Nicholas Morrow was cut. We didn't even want him. He was out there. We brought him back because of Dean.
But Nick, don't act like Nick wasn't no scrub now. He was leading the Bears in tackles.
I was backing him. DVU right here. I was backing Morrow. I thought he was going to be the starter next to Dean.
And now he looking like the starter.
Now he looking like a football player.
I think it's Dean's job. We can agree to disagree, but I think it's Dean's job.
How you throw Dean in there, right? How long we gonna have Dean for, Smitty?
2 games.
I don't know that.
Game and a half.
Okay, well then trade him then. If y'all think that, get him off the team.
Trading him for? It's his second year.
Why keep him if y'all think he's not gonna? He worth shit.
It's his second year in the league.
Okay.
Everybody who's not.
Like I said, we can agree. You said he just said the man gonna play 2 games and be back out. Why put him on the field at all? If y'all feel that way?
Showing us
for depth. For depth.
You don't spend 3rd round on depth.
We have in the past.
We always do that though.
They don't be here long either. They don't be here long. We get them out.
Nicholas Morrow and Cunningham not gonna be here next year. It's gonna be Dean's job to lose. We stand right now while these dudes playing.
I'm playing Dean.
You taking them off the field to put a dude in that you don't even know if he 100% yet. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking that risk. We could work him in gradually. He gonna get plays, but I'm not taking my starting linebackers off the field for him.
My thing is, if Morrow was like an unknown quantity, then I could see like the hesitancy. But Morrow played very well last year. He led the team in tackles. So even though we cut him and he was slow to catch up to our speed, he performed on a high level already in the NFL. Dean, on the other hand, has not had that opportunity to perform on a high level. Dean is way more of an unknown than Nicholas Morrow is, in my opinion. So if Nicholas Morrow is continuing to play well, I'm not pulling him aside because Dean is all of a sudden healthy.
In Dean's first game, he had more tackles than Morrow had in 2 games. I'm taking Dean, and I'm sticking with that. Y'all can agree to disagree, but I'm taking Dean. That's who I wanted to be my starter. If he's healthy, I'm putting him back in the game.
All right, that's cool. I'm just saying, though, bro. You want to bring chemistry to put a dude back in.
What's the chemistry? It's 2 games.
And Dean is 1 game.
We only had 4 games.
But Dean had the whole offseason. He went through all the training camp. He went through all the mini camps, all that. He has more than 1 game. He was there the whole time.
So what has Dean done for us this season?
He had 7 tackles the first game, and then he got hurt.
And then Morrow had what?
He had 5 the first 2 games, and then he had a breakout game yesterday.
Game, 10 solo tackles and 3 sacks.
He had a tie with Darius Slay. I mean, I didn't.
Got that. Who got that safety against the BUCS?
That was Morrow.
Exactly.
That was Morrow.
Bro.
What you think, BB?
I think that, like I said, I think that you stick with the hot hand and you gradually build him in there like a rotational piece. You know, I'd rather do that than have him as the main starter. I know he got the green dot. I know that he's supposed to come in as a starter. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to go with the hot hand, and it could change. It could change after the bye. It could change by the Miami game. But I feel like that, you know, right now, you know, you got to see what these two guys got. They both vets. And the only reason why Nicholas Morrow wasn't on the team and he got cut and everything like that is because we thought that we was going to have Miles Jack. We thought we was going to run with him.
Exactly.
And then, you know, that's why
they didn't expect Nakobe Dean to get injured that early either. So it's like
that too. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, Nakobe Dean, with this injury, you know, you got to ease him back into it, you know, because you want him to be the starter. You know, everybody wants him to be the starter. That's why he was green dotted. But at the end of the day, these guys got chemistry right now going into the 2 games back to back. And Nicholas Morrow, why would you sit him? He had 2 good games. He had one good game, one great game against you know, the Commanders. So why would you sit him now and not wait to see if, like, okay, where's Nakobe Dean at? Nicholas Morrow, you know, how are we going to play this? If we got trouble with tight ends or something like that, who's the better guy to put out there? Like, you got to look at everything. And I feel like right now, Nicholas Morrow got the high hand and he's making do with the ability that he has now because Nakobe Dean has been out. And I think that Nicholas Morrow is a guy.
That's what you need from your linebacker position. He making plays. He's not just out there. He's not just being a dude. He's making plays, impactful plays too. So you gonna sit him down? I don't understand how that makes sense.
That's like saying, "Oh, let's
we complained about Dean not having snaps last year, so y'all want to go back to him not having snaps again? That's crazy. Bro.
That's like saying, "Oh,
I don't get our fan base, bro.
Let's pull Olamide Zaccheaus out because QUEZ back healthy because we drafted QUEZ." Like
that's like us. That's like us send
the man back to special teams, then, bro.
No, like, see, we're not even talking about. We want Nakobe Dean to be the starter. This is 2nd year in the league. He can sit back and chill for a little bit. Bro, he been doing it for the last 4 weeks. Sit back and watch.
He been rehabbing for 4 weeks. You think that man sit out there working hard, thinking he finna come sit back on the bench again?
But sadly, like, just because you got drafted, that if somebody's outplaying you, it's outplaying.
But they're not. They can't outplay somebody that's not on the field.
But
if he come in, he look better. Y'all go, oh man, we gotta put the high hand in. Even though Nakobe Dean came back from injury, he looked better. The high hand got to go on the field.
Unfortunately for Nakobe Dean, he's never had an opportunity to show us consistency. He did get on the field last year. He had 1 good game as a starter.
So 1 good game. We talking about 2 guys with 1 good game.
But Nicholas Morrow has a resume. He started all last season on the NFL.
What did he do before Roquan left? He wasn't a starter. He was on the bench.
But I'm saying Dean literally on his resume has 1 game. Nicholas Morrow has way more games, and he's been playing much better for us.
We're not saying Dean not a good player. We talking about.
That's what it sounds like to me. Y'all saying Nicholas Morrow is a player over Dean. That's what it sounds like to me. That's why I said agree to disagree, and I just want to move on because we don't get nowhere. Because I'm gonna stand on what I said.
No, you can stand on what you said, but that's how the debate is. We go back and forth. On business. Yeah, we go back and forth, and we.
He's a better player than me. Period. I mean, I think he's better than. I think he's better than.
You think he's better at the 1 game, but you just said Nicholas Morrow only had 1 game. Who game was better then? Since we speaking with your logic, who game was better? Dean had 7 tackles. Nicholas Morrow had 10 solo tackles and 3.
Okay, so we're gonna give Can I give you context?
All right.
In the 7 tackle game, our defensive coordinator didn't have footing. He wasn't calling the plays the way he was in that last game. If Dean had the opportunity Morrow had last game, I think he progressed and give us better production. We wasn't called, just like I said at the beginning of the show, we were not calling the games the way we called against the Patriots, how we called it yesterday. We was blitzing the hell out them folks. Morrow wasn't just getting sacks. It wasn't just like he was just getting back there. We was calling 6, 7-man blitzes.
That one Morrow on that play, Morrow had one joint that was actually a blitz. Everything else was green dog blitz. The running back
it was delayed. The running back stayed and he go
backfield, so he went.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's opportunity that Morrow didn't get it.
That's veteran presence right there, though. The running back turned his back to me. He's not going out on a route, so I'm blitzing. I'm going to go get the quarterback. That's veteran presence. You need veteran presence on your team.
And Morrow made plays in not just that one game, the last game, getting in on that safety, the game before, getting in on that fumble. It's been 3 games. It wasn't just one game. Every game, he's made impact plays.
He's showing us he can play football.
Hey, do any of y'all remember the conversation we had about our front 5 giving the opportunities to the linebackers to flow freely?
Yeah.
Is that what happened on that safety or not?
Yeah,
Jordan Davis took up the double team. Jalen Carter took up the double team. It was a free run for Morrow. If you watch the play, he just stepped by Buddy like this.
He did, but
he was right there.
But he was there to make the play, though. That's what I'm saying.
So,
like I said, we can agree to disagree, but I think Dean should be the starter.
So, if QUEZ is healthy, you gonna pull GAMEDAY because we drafted QUEZ?
I never had faith in QUEZ, though. I told y'all I wanted QUEZ to be the 4th receiver at the beginning of the offseason.
But where does faith in Dean you getting from? Bro ain't play for us at all, for real.
All right, what I see and what
go off metric stacks and all that, but
I ain't going off metrics. I'm going off what I see. And me personally, I think Dean is a good linebacker.
I feel like he's a good linebacker too.
Y'all just said y'all don't want him to play, so I understand that y'all have y'all opinion on what y'all want the defense to do.
Has been better.
Just like it's people here that want Eli Ricks over Josh Jobe. I don't, but I mean, it's people here that want Kelly Ringo on the field. They want Sidney Brown to play slot. I want Dean on the field. Everybody has an opinion of what they want on the field. People want Kenny Gainwell as a running back 1. I don't. I want Swift. So
we're not arguing about your opinion, though.
That is the argument. My opinion on who I want on the field is making 3 people on the panel come at me. And I said I agree to disagree. Y'all points are valid, but my point is the same.
We just talk football.
Three on one is not a debate. 3-on-1 is jumps.
All right.
I'm sitting up here like, damn, I'm defending myself against 3 people points. I can't beat everybody.
Okay,
you don't gotta beat us though. We debate.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just a back and forth combo. Like
it's a back and forth combo.
Me and Rock was going back and forth on should I be worried or should I be stressed? Like
yeah, bro. Like it ain't nothing like personally towards you.
It's just so jarring. Like this take has me so shook because I
don't change up from week to week because of what happened to a player. I said at the beginning of the year I wanted Dean on the field. I still want him on the field. And I stand on that. I stand behind what I say. My words ain't just words. People can go back and watch all my videos, and they're going to hear me say the same thing.
So let me ask you this. Let's say Dean isn't available until week 10, and Nicholas Morrow is on track to be Defensive Player of the Year. You still want to put Dean in because we drafted him 3rd?
Come on now, you adding in hope. That man is 100 plus tackles in. No.
You said you wanted Dean because we drafted him. I'm saying like
tackles,
what does
6
tackles. What does Nick have to do in your mind to beat out
That's
Dean?
That's a possible scenario though, Smitty, because at the end of the day, Nakobe Dean is injured and he's playing. So that's a possible scenario. She ain't throwing nothing crazy.
But he's coming back this week though. He's coming back like next week after the Rams game. He's not going to be in defense. It's not week 10. It's week 5.
He's going to be 100% healthy though?
I can't tell you that. I'm not the trainer. I'm not there. I can't tell you that.
But I'd rather go with the sure dude.
If they say he's 100%, I'm riding with Dean. If they say he's 100%, they put him out there and say he can play. He can play. I'm with Dean. But if it's week 10, this man got 120 tackles, 10 sacks. No, I can't say pull him to put Dean in. That's crazy at that point.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. That's all.
I'm saying right now, Symone, I'm not talking about 100 tackles in. 60
it's because your reasoning was because we drafted Dean. So I'm just wondering, like, at what point do we not care that we drafted this dude who hasn't done anything for us, and we go with the guy who popped?
The original argument was 4 weeks out. Would you take him out for Morrow? Not, I mean, week 10 is different, but week 5, I got an opportunity to get the game still rolling with Dean. I'm putting him back in. But
when is he supposed to be back?
10, Rams. He's supposed to be activated after the Rams game.
Oh, shoot.
So he could be back for the Jets game, I think. Yeah, the Jets game.
He coming back quick. Awkward.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
no, I'm saying awkward because his spot is.
But look, all it takes is Morrow or Cunningham to go out there and have a bad game against the Rams, and then we back at the table saying Dean should be the player.
Okay.
That's why I was arguing it's 1 game in. You get what I'm saying now? 1 game in, and you ain't made a big
I'm still going with even if Morrow has a bad game against the Rams, like I said, he's had 3 good games, 1 great game, and he had an amazing season last season. Even if he has a shaky game against the Rams, Nakobe Dean is just way too much of an unknown quantity. Unfortunately for Nakobe Dean, he did not get on the field last year. Whether that's right, wrong, we should have got him more playing time. The fact of the matter is, Nakobe Dean has barely seen the field on defense as a Philadelphia Eagle. So I just don't know what we can expect. Consistency, what I can expect. Morrow is a veteran and a known quantity, and he's been popping for us. So it just sucks for Dean. Like, if I was Dean, I'd be pissed, but
I think it's his job to lose. I think the trust from the coaching staff is even in Dean. You see that they bring in no more linebackers. We ain't got no extra linebacker. We ain't signed no extra line. What, didn't we cut Rashawn Evans? So the only person we got on the roster is who? Christian Ellis? That's it, right?
I think so.
On a 53, yeah.
So that, I mean, that kind of tell me right there that it's still kind of his job.